Hey, no! Really?
He cries.
Ben.
I'm on my way to go see Tiffany and Scott for the first time and their cat, Ben. Now, Ben was an outdoor cat. They brought him inside. He promptly started peeing all over the place.
That's what you just did. Wonderful.
To make matters worse, he's got Toxoplasmosis, which is a parasite that's potentially dangerous to pregnant women. And Tiffany's pregnant. Between those two things, they're ready to throw him back outside, and I'm gonna stop that from happening. But I'm gonna go meet my friend Dr. Raven first, so that I'm armed with knowledge. Hey.
Hey, Jackson.
How are you, man?
Excellent. How you doing?
Good to see you, Dr. Raven. I've got clients. They're expecting their first child. They have a cat who has toxoplasmosis. I want to make sure that when I go over there, I'm giving them facts.
Toxoplasmosis is a very, very common parasite. The cat's gonna pick it up from hunting wild prey, and then when the cats defecate, it can get spread to other animals, it can get on the vegetables, it can get into the litter, and that's how we can contract it.
Okay.
The worry is that when you get toxoplasmosis during pregnancy, it can be devastating to the baby. Fortunately, you do not have to get rid of your cat if you become pregnant. It's very, very easy to prevent. It's more common in outdoor cats because outdoor cats are going to get into the dirt. They're going to continue to hunt for prey. They can certainly bring the potentially infectious agents in.
Wow. Okay, well, that just reaffirms the cat shouldn't be going outside. Ben was treated for toxoplasmosis with antibiotics, and now it's dormant. And while it's rare to reactivate it, he can still bring toxoplasmosis and other diseases inside the house if he steps in infected dirt or feces or brings in prey that's carrying the parasite. Getting to mom, how does she contract it?
The direct exposure from the cats has to do with their feces.
Right.
So the worry in pregnancy is who's going to change the kitty litter.
Dad gets to scoop the litter box.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for giving me all that information.
My pleasure.
All right, great to meet you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I am so stoked to have talked to Dr. Raven because now I have all the facts I need about toxoplasmosis. As long as Ben stays indoors and Scott changes the litter box, then Tiffany and her baby should be safe.
My name is Tiffany.
My name is Scott. We've been married for 3 years and together for 10.
We're expecting our first baby in just a few weeks. We have a cat named Ben, and
He used to be an outdoor cat.
but after we found out that we were pregnant, he tested positive for toxoplasmosis, which can harm me and the baby. It's dormant now, so we keep him indoors.
Under doctors' and vets' advice.
And so now, Ben pees everywhere.
Ben. Really?
On top of the stove,
That's what you just did.
All of the doors.
the bedroom and the bathroom.
You see all the wet. And look what he decides to do.
And he cries. Like, please let me out.
Ben.
It's 3:30 in the morning.
If his behavior does not change, he can be a permanent outdoor cat.
Right, but putting him outside would be losing him.
It'd be like throwing a kid out of the house. I mean, it would break my heart.
I can't imagine having to let him go. I just can't.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Jackson.
How you doing?
Good, come on in.
You must be Scott.
Yes, I'm Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Hi.
This is my wife, Tiffany.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hey, who's this?
This is Ben.
Hi, Ben. So, tell me, guys, what's going on here?
Peeing.
He pees on the door, he pees on our furniture, he pees everywhere. I mean, as you can see, we're sitting here and all I smell is spray.
Yeah.
And then he does the
Very
crying,
clear.
too.
Yeah, and then he cries.
He howls at night, and it's ear piercing. I mean, I get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Right away, I can feel Scott and Tiffany's desperation. I mean, Ben is peeing everywhere and he's crying all night. Not only is this unlivable for a woman who's pregnant, but they can't bring a baby into this situation.
He used to be an outdoor cat for the first 2 years of his life, and then Tiffany got pregnant, and Ben was tested for,
Toxoplasmosis.
he tested positive,
It's dormant now.
so Ben's inside now.
Now, we know that Ben's toxoplasmosis is dormant, so as long as he stays inside, it won't reactivate, and he won't risk bringing in infected dirt or feces or an array of other diseases inside the house. So let's talk toxoplasmosis. I stopped in at a friend, Dr. Rabin's, and he gave me some facts. Now, first of all, the chances of Ben transmitting it to the unborn baby is very remote. The main ways that you'd catch toxoplasmosis are from handling dirt, raw meat, or Ben's feces. So as long as you stay away from all of those things, then your chances of contracting it are really low.
Jackson's really put me at ease by talking to the OB and getting the information that he got. But obviously we still have to keep him in for my protection and for his.
Wow, that's very helpful. I appreciate that. But I can't have a baby in the same house with a bunch of cat pee everywhere. If his behavior does not change, we wouldn't allow him back in the house. And that's as per the vet and doctor's advice.
No. The advice is to keep him in, but...
If we can't keep him in because of all the issues, then we'd have to make him a permanent outdoor cat.
It has to be just outdoors.
I love him. I don't want him to be outside. Ben's situation does cause disagreements between us because I don't want to have to lose him in any way. I mean, he's a part of our family. I just can't imagine.
This couple is clearly divided. Scott is over the peeing. He wants Ben put outside permanently. Of course, Tiffani doesn't want this because she knows that once Ben is out there, he's out there for good. If he's out there hunting and playing in the dirt, he can bring in any number of diseases, including toxoplasmosis, and that's just not an acceptable risk for a pregnant woman or her new baby. Well, that didn't take long. Okay, we've got pee.
He likes this spot too because of the back door here.
He pees on the door, he pees next to the door, and boy, does he hit this, right? Ben is perimeter marking. He was an outdoor cat. He's marking all under windows, under the sink, wherever there's a door. That's a lot of pee. Hi. You know what, guys? I would love to spend a little bit of time with him, just so I get to know him a little bit better. Well, hello, my friend. How about me and you play a little bit? What is that? What is, oh, wow. Man, you're good. You're just like a little hunter, aren't you? What is it? What is it? So, I played with Ben, and let me tell you something, this cat was made to hunt. No wonder he loves hanging out in the wild so much. I can tell you one thing, we are going to have to provide him with some of the things that he loves from the outdoors if we're gonna keep this guy happy. All right. Ben, he's still trying to defend his turf just like he was when he was out there, but now he's got walls. We have to start thinking about the things that defined outside for him and bring that inside, but find things that are safe for a pregnant woman that you can find at your local store, like cat grass, okay? The idea is this, there's something outside that makes Ben feel at home. Bring it inside in an appropriate place, let him roll around, let him play with these things, because that'll give us tools for things I've got plans for later. Next piece of homework is called Dash, Dine, and Doze. What that means is that before you guys go to bed, you're gonna have an intense play session with him. Now, the point of this is to wear him out at the right time so he's ready for bed when you are. After you've run him around, he gets a nighttime meal before he goes to bed, okay? Then there's the doze part. He's gotta sleep through the night. How does he sleep through the night? You, Tiffani, ignore him.
I think it's gonna be very hard for me to ignore him because it drives me nuts, but I know the end result is gonna be worth it.
Your piece of homework is you are now King Pooper Scooper. You are the only one who's going to be picking up poop. Let's not even take chances. That's your homework. There is a lot of work to do in a very short amount of time.
Thank you, Jackson,
man.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you
Great
so
to
much.
meet you. And Ben, nice to meet you, buddy. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
If Jackson can't help Ben, we'd have to start looking at our options. Offer him up to friends or family, give him to the pound.
I can't handle talking about that.
All right, I'm here for my second visit with Tiffani and Scott and their cat, Ben. Now, ever since Ben got moved inside to protect Tiffani and her unborn child from toxoplasmosis, he's been peeing nonstop. So, I watched their video homework, and now I know that they're doing Dash, Dine, and Doze, and they've also brought elements from the outside in.
Did we get you some special treats for your room?
I saw that Scott's scooping the litter box, and I hope that means that Ben is actually using the litter box, and I'm walking into a calmer, happier home. Hey,
Jackson.
man. How you been?
Good, yourself?
I've been great.
Come on in.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hi, Jackson.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. Nice to see you.
Man, this is a first for me. So, what do you do?
We might be inducing tomorrow, but I'm on bed rest for now.
I'm sitting there with Tiffany on bed rest. I mean, they tell me that she's gonna have a baby tomorrow. The pressure's on. What's up with Ben? How's he doing?
Initially, Ben was a whole new cat. There was no peeing, but we've had some recent setbacks.
The homework that he gave us was working, but
Unfortunately, as of last night, he had a major setback and did spray a few places throughout the house.
We thought, wow, he's really doing good. And then he peed.
He was
crying a lot.
crying. Now, obviously, something set him off. We don't know.
I'm not crazy about the fact that we had a setback, especially this close to delivery, which tells me that it could be a response to, that energy of the baby's coming. Cats are not only energetic sponges, but they can also detect the changes in women's hormones, so it's no wonder that Ben's been acting out. Now, we have a baby that's literally due any minute, and we've got no room for error.
As of right now, I'm not confident that we can bring a baby home into this situation.
I know we can't bring a baby home to Ben peeing, but I'm hoping that you're gonna give us the right homework.
Okay, got my work cut out for me then. Okay. Now these guys are about to have a baby like any minute, and if Ben is still peeing all over the house and keeping them up all night, he's gonna be put back outside. And if he were to go outside, he'd be outside forever because Scott and Tiffany can't risk allowing him back inside for fear that he'll bring Toxoplasmosis or any other disease back into the house.
I would really like to bring the baby's co-sleeper in here, but I'm afraid because I don't want him peeing on any of the baby stuff.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Is it here already? Do you
Yes.
mind going to get that? I thought, let's alleviate this right now. Let's bring in homework right now and bring in the bed. So, we have to make it safe for the baby, and we have to make it inclusive for the cat. So, we're gonna make this area into a little bit of a cat superhighway, okay? So you're going to connect this to the top of your bookshelf. I want him to be able to go up to the top of the bookshelf and be able to look down here. I really believe that babies should grow up with their animals, but you want to do it safely, and you want to do it where the cat's not going to feel cheated, because the cat sees the baby come in the house, and now the cat sees themselves as being an outsider again. And if they feel that way, the marking, the acting out, all of those things are going to come back. I'm not letting that happen. What's the worst place that he's hit right now in terms of pee?
On top of the stove and the back door.
Are you okay to get up?
Yeah.
Let's get moving. Come on, guys.
So he again peed on the stovetop.
This has sort of been his favorite area, right?
One of them.
That's another major.
Spot right down there.
So, Yeah, we got pee. That tells us that in the absence of being able to get out there, he's peeing right here.
He goes as far as he can.
Ben has gone back to marking his old spots, and that's not all that surprising. Cats are incredibly sensitive to their guardian's emotions and hormones, especially when there's a new baby on the way. I gotta give these guys their homework so we can put a stop to this right away. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I want you guys, first of all, to refine Dash, Dine, and Doze so that it plays into the changes I told you to make in the bedroom. This toy right here is how you get him to get from point A to point B. These guys have got to fine-tune their play with Ben so they can lead him into appropriate places that belong to him and not the baby. Now, I got a big, big surprise for you guys, okay? I'm gonna be right back. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Are you good? This is what we're doing for your boy.
Wow.
Okay? So,
I've never even seen anything like
my
this.
friends over at this company called Cats on Deck have created this thing with me for your boy. Basically, this is going to attach to a window in the house. He's going to be able to go outside absolutely safe, right? Can't expose himself to any disease out there. You won't be exposed either.
Wow.
And that's about as good as we could possibly
That
get.
is unbelievable.
This thing that we're building with my friends over at Cats on Deck provides everything. Ben can go outside, which he really wants. At the same time, they don't have to worry about toxoplasmosis anymore. And now, Ben comes into the home, not bringing anything back with him. Everyone's happy. If you got any questions, you always know where to find me.
Thank you
Congratulations
so much.
in advance, you two.
The baby might come tomorrow afternoon, and we can't bring the baby home to a house full of pee. We can't come home to Ben crying. This has to work.